Behind the Badge, brought to you by Big O Tires.
Right now, new police recruits in Utah are harder to come by. Some agencies in the state are seeing a huge drop in new applicants compared to previous years. As ABC4's Brian Carlson shows us, it's forcing at least one of them to change how they handle the streets. In today's Behind the Badge.
In the last 2 years, ABC4 News has reported the high number of police job openings at different agencies in Utah. But it's not just a problem that's limited to our state. In places like American Fork, it's putting officers in positions you don't normally see.
Hiring new police officers in Utah, like American Fork trainee Stephen Hawkins, isn't as easy as it used to be.
It used to be all you had to do was post that you had an opening and the applications would flood in.
American Fork police say nearly 20 years ago, for one new position like Officer Hawkins, they get around 150 applicants. But now a new opening draws less than 10.
We don't tend to have a big problem with retention, but when we do have an opening, it's just more difficult to fill.
Lieutenant Christensen believes things like COVID, the riots in 2020, changes to police retirement, or better money with other jobs have changed attitudes traditionally favorable for police. Not as many people want to become officers anymore or stay one as long.
It's caused many departments to just be a lot younger than we used to.
For American Fork, that means the officers training new hires are practically new themselves. Patrol Officer Tanner Call got hired in 2020.
Do you have your license or registration on you?
And started training other officers a year and a half later.
It was a little overwhelming at first because I was like, well, why me? I'm a year and a half in roughly, and 2 years in. I'm still really young, you know.
Go back to your returns real quick.
As challenging as it's been, Call says it's also helped him improve.
Teaching new people, it made me realize I'm a lot better at this job than I gave myself credit for.
One of the reasons both Call and Hawkins chose American Fork was the genuine camaraderie they feel at the station.
Not only was the chief great, but even the lieutenants and the patrolmen, when I did my ride-alongs, they were genuine to me, caring.
I couldn't imagine being anywhere else now. I don't plan on ever leaving American Fork because I love it so much.
So while police in American Fork may not get the same number of applicants in the past, they believe the future is bright for the officers they do find.
So to find some of these officers, American Fork is advertising for it, like recruiting cadets at the State Police Academy. Not something they typically have had to do. If you'd like to become an officer, you don't have to wait for them to reach out to you. You can contact agencies like American Fork online. In fact, we have a link on our website. Back to you.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, it is cold outside. Alana is out there, and it looks like maybe you're ready to hit the slopes or something, Alana?
Glenn, if they'll let me. I didn't bring my skis, but I'm like, yo, Park City, let's turn this chair. You know I would be about coming down this mountain, but I'm taking it easy today because the Sundance Film Festival is in town, and we are soaking up the sights and sounds and any bit of warmth that you could get out of the atmosphere, which isn't a lot at this point, folks. We definitely have cold air in place with a northerly flow, and we know that's impacting our temperatures. This is the live view of Park City, which is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Now, we're in the 20s, but then we start with that live camera down there in Cedar City, where it's still currently snowing. Yes, the exiting storm has managed to keep activity going on in the southern portion of the state, which means accumulations are stacking up. Just got an email from Doug Fox. He measured 4.5 inches in Parowan. And now we know those active conditions are out there, but that's going to start to dwindle as we head into tonight. We had that winter weather advisory for the high country until 5 p.m. That is also going to expire, and this system will slowly move away from the Beehive State. How about this view from the Hoodoos? Don't you just love Bryce Canyon? The amphitheater picking up more snow from this storm system, and yes, we love to see it. It just helps water basins in the southern portion of the state, but they got close to half a foot in Bryce Canyon country, which is A-OK. A few other snow totals for you, and that includes Washington County, yeah, Diamond Valley and Dameron Valley picking up measurable snow, more than 2.5 inches in spots, which is great to see. 3 inches in Kanab, so Kane County got this storm system as it meandered to the east, so we knew that would continue. Not too bad. We'll take any bit of snow we can get. This storm targeting the central and southern portion of the state, but northern Utah wasn't left out. We saw just some light accumulations with minor impacts. Minor impacts, that's not what the temperatures would have if you were stepping out without the proper attire, because it is cold, freezing, actually in several locations. Salt Lake now dropping. We're losing that daylight down to 34 and going to continue to decline. 20s up there in Cache Valley. Goodness gracious. It's really cold in Cedar City. Look at Moab, and even in the northeastern portion of the state, Vernal can't catch a break. The basin has trapped that cold air on the valley floor. They've been battling those inversion conditions for several days, even going on weeks, and that's also still the case with moderate air quality in that portion of the state. You notice it in Duchesne County, Uinta County, and even Cache Valley with fresh snow, light snow on the ground that we saw last night on the cameras. Now they are trapping that cold air on the valley floor. A quiet pattern this time of year can be a little challenging. We know that. So what do? We escape to the high country. We take the ski lift and we get above that bad air. It's not going to stick around, though, because as we walk through what to expect on the Futurecast, it takes you through the clear skies we see tonight with those really frigid temperatures. And then you start to see some changes for part of Utah, really the northern part. I would say from Logan to Nephi, we get a chance as a quick hitter storm starts to roll through on Sunday. Now that storm system with cold air in place should bring some accumulating snow. We're not talking major accumulations, but minor impacts are expected in some of our valleys. Again, Cache to Utah County, as well as up here in Summit County and the backside of the Wasatch. We are looking at the chance of accumulating snow in our mountains, a nice 3 to 6 inches on Sunday. So if you are going to ski and you're in town, Sunday and Monday looking A-OK. All right, temperatures throughout the state for our Saturday, well below average. Usually this time of year, upper 30s in Salt Lake. We're only going to be in the mid-30s, close to freezing. I know, it's going to be really chilly. St. George in the 40s, they're below average too. That northerly flow is bitter. Mother Nature goes, yeah, did you want to taste the Arctic? You get to. Goodness, that's not too fun, but we will see more sunshine for our Saturday, which is great news, and we like to soak that in. Again, the change comes Sunday, and you start to see in southern Utah the gradual warming trend before that. The Sunday system doesn't hit them, and the 7-day in St. George shows you that as those temperatures slowly climb the temperature ladder and bring back the warmth that you know and love in the southern half of the state, particularly in St. George, where they already melted snow in Washington City from this morning. So don't worry, don't panic. It's not sticking around down there in the southwest corner of the state. Wasatch Front 7-day. There's that storm on Sunday, and then it looks like early projections here that we could see another system shaping up by Wednesday. It could bring a slight chance in, but notice our daytime highs. They're cold. Now, with our atmospheric river events, we had warmer air, so we got a little spoiled with those temperatures in the 40s. That won't be the case for the next 7.